guys? It's Black Widow Games coming at you with Deathmark. How is everybody? Are you guys doing okay? And if you're new here, welcome. We're doing Deathmark. I know I've heard nothing but good things about this game, so you guys let me know in the comments or any tips or anything. I'd love to hear from you guys, and let's get into this. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. Do you remember Miss... I'm sorry if I pronounce these names. Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is. Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poof from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there, but then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her, but when he did... Wow. Okay. The only thing left was her arm. It had a really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar. Yeah, it looks like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Mickey's leg too. Mickey? Wait, that's the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around here to hear that story. I better hurry. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange, I'm sure it was just... My vision blurs, my ears are buzzing. Oh, my head's swimming, it's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. But I didn't put it in my coat pocket. But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is my name. Saya Spirit Healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess must be mansion then. Ku mansion, say Ku. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reached out to knock. I stopped when I see something on my wrist. Uh-oh. It's a strange scar. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel icy chill when I look at it. My wrist pound the door. No reply. A light appears on the second floor. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. So we just walk in. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in and I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's a dead silence except for the constant ticking of the clock secondhand. I must be in the entrance hall. A trimmer extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. The staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk toward it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse? Great. I creeped myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Let's touch her. With a shaky hand, slowly reach out and touch her skin. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow, stiff and cold. I press down her arm and she makes a strange sound I heard earlier. Now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made that noise. What a relief. It's disappointing. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above me. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the noise. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach towards the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. Dude, you shouldn't be searching some of those. It's dark inside. Strange, I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafering through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is pre-meated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent. This is metallic tang. Lightning flashes. and I catch a glimpse of something. The startling, grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Oh my god. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified, but the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises and I'm going to throw up. Who thinks this is funny? That's not funny. The next instant lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body's gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least I really much prefer if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the blood-stain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. Dude, I may be running, not walking. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. I decide to have another look around. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. The large doll sits on the couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. It probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach is full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to, I'm gonna call it Kudo, no offense. Chin. The door moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it. But now, a doll is talking to me? Have I startled you? Yeah, you're a doll. If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities already. My master said was unable to escape from the mark that I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Leia said I was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? Well, she must be talking about this weird scar. Did it invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I've been expecting. It's break into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It's also likely you'll find it hard to remain calm if you're nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. And oh my goodness. I will just leave it as Kashi. Yes. Huh? Okay, My name is Kazukashi. Okay, we're gonna call him Kaz. Understood. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. You do not believe me? I'm certain this sounds obscure to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutable truth. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from terror of losing oneself. Memory loss. That can't be. That mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Yashi, you will die this very dawn. Aren't she just a ray of sunshine and rainbows? My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I could probably attribute it to the memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point. And thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense. A way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a dog gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Morihashi. Are you feeling better now? Sort of. Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to have a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first one is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark a few days prior to her death. She found a way to escape, but regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. She doesn't know anything she doesn't know anything after all that. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would you that would grab a hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, there's no other choice but to resist and work until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really alright with that? People are like being in nonsensical, grotesque ways. I'm going to turn a blind eye to it. This is a life or death decision. I feel I need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Deadly choice. You will be faced with choices that can result in death. There is a limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up, or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick, but also careful in finding the right answer. Restoring sword power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerate dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing L1, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. The option button will display previous dialogue. Auto mode. R1 will activate auto mode. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide the dialogue window by pressing triangle. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the work? Oh boy. No. They don't give you much time to choose, did they? Safe. Survive. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Ashley, then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible, but I don't have a moment to lose. Hello. A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here in this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Ashi. I do apologize, but could you go and greet our guests in my seat? They may experience the shock of a doll, such as myself welcomes them. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I'm unable to walk. I move to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Who will I find at the door are not who I expect to see out of this place. A high schooler? A small boy. These kids have the mark. No way. We came to see Professor Crew. Who are you? I can't say. I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. I'm gonna okay. She's got so much spiritual power, it's no surprise she may have disciples. She seems to know, say, now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Mo. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote about Oop Arts Monthly. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says a scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire. This is the same scar, right? Mo lifts up her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately, and I've been blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? That article is obviously bogus. The young voice clapped. Even kids know better than that to believe in ghosts or curse these days. A high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. But just Tusky, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tusky, I'm sorry if I'm saying these names wrong. Tusky seems to have no retort to that. He silently smokes. It looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to Mary. Mo shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's a doll, yeah. I've never seen one this big before. The craftsman is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They both admire her when... Welcome to What? It spoke! With that, the two visitors join our number. They enter in a monstrous world that hovers on the preset of death. Mary tells Mo and Tusky about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their intimate death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains vitality coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believe that Lady Oracle, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Mo admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tusky's face darken, so it must have been happening to him too. Hey Mo, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hunk. This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost of the resident children of this town whispered about, correct? My master was interested in him. They say Saya was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Loyalty. Then I should tell you the rumors of Han. I'm just gonna call him Han. Sorry. Check it out. Oh, did you hear about this ghost why all the schools in H City are talking about? It sounds like Han is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in the school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine. But if you say yes, Give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Han hates adults now. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. And next to the corpse is a single rose. The rose dripping with blood. Rumors can be easily manipulated, passing from one person to another, assumptions and errors mixed in. But they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Mo, do you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Han at the H elementary school. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see it goes. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Han was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in rather than a regular school, since it's been closed down. What should I ask next? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. What should I ask next? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to do with what Professor Kuro wrote about. I think I've handled on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe Tusky glances down his left hand. Mine might be from Han too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembering something. I better ask him some questions too. I go to school there. You've probably heard of it, since it's the top-ranked elementary school in H City. What should I ask next? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. What should I ask next? No, I didn't get chills or anything either, but I think I passed the mirror and went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Their stories are pretty similar to Han's rumors. It can't be just coincidence. You must investigate these places where Han appeared, for their sake as well as yours. That's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexistence. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it, find the key you need to break the marks first. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. It seems that Han appeared at 2 schools. Where will we investigate? Let's try H Elementary. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'll arrest you on the spot if you try to sneak into a regular school. A middle-aged woman who can't recall his name, let alone the address or job title. I have no excuse if I got caught. Want to get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Honey yet. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going too. Hey, you're not you too, seriously. My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I died to be because you messed something up. This is pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. And if they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. You'll need to prepare yourselves for the worst if you're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you. However, a large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask you that you not waste time dawdling with the others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Select a partner. Oh yeah, hey mister. Don't you think it'd be a good idea to take notes on what Mary told us? Your memories are getting worse all the time. We don't want to forget anything. I don't know when I'll lose my memory again. I'll write down the information I get to keep in my file. Something in it might save our lives at some point. New info into spirit file. Spirit file. Important info and spirits will be added to your spirit file. Check it from your bag. Consult if you need help. Saving alone. Save at the mansion or haunts. Return the title screen from the bag to load. Then choose continue. Okay. Alright. Oh. This is cool. Okay. Okay, partner. I'll take one. Yeah. Oh, cool. First, we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey, according to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine, I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. Part of that is to convince myself. But aren't you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than him. She's right about that, but our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it, assuming I ever got one. Now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? She's gonna be a pain. But anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it for today. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, hit the like or dislike button. I really want your opinion on this. And give me any, some tips or anything I should know. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. And you guys are awesome. And don't forget that, okay? Bye-bye.